Woo, we are live. We are live. We got a few people in the house. All right, I'm going to let some more of you guys come in before we get started today on this Celeb Saturday. I don't know why I look so oily right now. Happy Saturday to everybody. Welcome back to Celeb Saturday. Man, who is ready to dish about some celeb stuff today? All right, we got people coming in slowly but surely. Slowly but surely, we got people coming in. All right, what's going on, Universal? Universal Love. Who else we got? Who else we got? Everybody put down where you're watching from. We got Yolanda. We got Shy Lady. What's going on, Gwen? I'm so mad I missed your B-Day Live. Sorry about that, Gwen, but you caught this one. That's all that matter. Got the mail from Atlanta. We got Detroit, Cleveland, Louisiana, Alabama, Nashville. Oh, we talking about Nashville today. We talking about Nashville today. Who else? We got Tennessee, Chicago, Southside, Oakland. You know what? I don't know much about Chicago. I've been there a couple times. Hey, Cassandra from St. Louis. I don't know much about Chicago, but I got a lot of family in like Chicago Heights. How far is Chicago Heights from Chicago? I get a little bit confused with that. All right, we got even Monifa from Trinidad. So at the beginning of these lives on Celeb Saturday, we want to give everybody a few minutes to come in. You know, I was sitting there running on CP time. I was supposed to be here at 1, 4 o'clock on the East Coast. I'm about 15 minutes late, so I want to give y'all at least a few minutes to come in, get your drink ready, get your snacks ready, and we got a lot to talk about. Ooh, 15 minutes. My mama been in the Heights for 35 years. Okay, all right. Thank you, Linda, for answering my question. Like, I've always heard of Chicago Heights, but I've never actually been there. But the best thing about Chicago, in my opinion, is that deep dish pizza. What am I drinking? All right. So y'all see the rig? Y'all want to know what this is? This is my own little concoction. Who wants to know what the drink of the week is? Let y'all post up on that. Okay, we got New York Trini in the house. What's going on, Crystal? We got Gwen said the food is so good. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That food in Chicago is really good. That food in Chicago will keep you fat and happy and make you forget about the gun violence that you have to deal with. Okay, so today, the drink of the week, in my Las Vegas cup from when I last went to Las Vegas, we got Espolón. We got Espolón tequila. Hey, Monica from STL. Inquiring minds definitely need to know what's in your glass. Oh, okay. So I made this drink today. I'm going to call this, because this is pretty strong, what I made right here. I'm going to call this is a get you pregnant. That's the name of this drink. That's what we naming this drink today. Let me get the strap for this drink. Let me get the strap for my drink. Woo! Everybody get strapped for the drink called Get You Pregnant. So, and I say that because we all know people that got pregnant after drinking tequila. That's another story for another day. But it's Espolón tequila. We got some peaches in here, cranberry juice, and then we got flavored water to mix it all together. Storm Monroe, MD, unofficial official, aka Storm Monroe, the YouTube personality, aka the bartender. All right, I'm gonna give everybody maybe like 30 more seconds to come in, and then we gonna start. So yes, this drink, my signature drink, is a get you pregnant. Because that mug's so strong, you're going to forget all about your inhibitions. Shy limits. Oh, okay. All right, yeah, Chicago is something else, Like I said, Chicago is a beautiful city. They got some beaches. Y'all only got about 60 days of sunshine, that's so unfortunate. But once you get past the gun violence, the bullets, and it being like dark and cold most of the time, and we ain't even gonna talk about the Chicago Police Department. Once you get past all of that, Chicago is a great place. All right, about 6 more seconds and we are gonna get started. We got a whole lot of people to talk about this week. Alcohol is the devil. All right, much love from Jamaica. Thank you. To get you pregnant, I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. You can rebuke it all you want, but you got to rebuke that dick if you don't want to get pregnant. Kita said, love your commentary. Thank you, Kita. Okay, we're going to get started. So first up, we're talking about John Singleton. John Singleton, the movie producer, the filmmaker, the man who single-handedly really brought a lot of black actors and actresses into the mainstream world in the 90s. Everybody take a sip for John Singleton that passed this week. So John Singleton was in his early 50s. He died of a stroke. Now the reports say that John had been dealing with a lot of high blood pressure, and this is what people got to realize. One thing about high blood pressure, it really can turn into something even worse. You might think it's cute when you go to the doctor and your salt is high or your sugar high, but eventually your body will start to succumb to the disease. And so that's why I tell family, friends, and even associates, do not stress. Ain't nobody worth you stressing over. They not worth your health. They not worth your life. Period. If they stressing you out that much, go ahead and kick them out your life and move the hell on. Number two, you got to eat right. Guys, you got to get your vegetables. You got to get your fruits. I know they are expensive. I know we live in a country where, you can get a McDonald's burger that ain't even real meat for 99 cents. But when you want to actually eat some lean turkey and lean fish, they want $15 for this much meat. I know that's how it is, but I still tell people, you got to do your best to eat right as much as you can. Another thing, you got to watch the salt. You guys, salt is in every single thing that we ingest. All that packaged food, all the frozen food is packed with sodium. That's how they keep it. Basically, that's how they make it last. Food is not supposed to last for 18 months, okay? Fresh food that comes from the earth, you got a few days to eat it and then it goes bad. It goes back to the earth where it belongs. So at the end of the day, eat right. Drink your water. Plain water. This right here. Plain water. Now I know I got a little drinky drink on the side. So I'm kind of contradicting myself talking about health right now, but on a serious note, drink your water, eat your vegetables, eat right, and get that stress out your life. Let me tell you something. The only two places you gonna have peace is your home and the grave. That's it. The only two places in life you will have peace is at home and when you in that damn casket with worms crawling in and out of your body. So, if you ain't got peace at home, you need to change some stuff about your living situation. If you got to get up and go to a job that you hate every day, you need to change that, period. And if you can't get out of that job, maybe stop spending so much money. Maybe, stop shopping at the mall every weekend. I'm going on a tirade, but I say all that to say, what in the world was John Singleton going through in his family for him to have high blood pressure and all those health issues and to die of a stroke at such a young age? Come on. The man is in his early 50s. People are dropping dead in their 50s, their 40s, their 30s. We got little kids in school getting into fights and dropping dead from brain damage. Like, what is going on out here in this world? I don't even know anymore. But nonetheless, John Singleton is dead now. He's passed on to the other side. I love how a lot of the actors and actresses that he worked with paid their condolences, as they should, because this man created a lot of great movies. But this is really what I want to talk about. There were reports that said that John Singleton did not have no will, right? And so there was a bunch of fighting going on at the hospital because his mother said that, no, I'm the next of kin, right? But his kids are like, no, we're the next of kin. We're his kids, you his mama. And that's where I'm conflicted. Like, where do you guys think the law should be? Is the mother of the person the next of kin, or is the kids, especially adult children, are they the next of kin? Because those are his kids, but his mama spit him out. And it was just, I went back and forth because I saw it from the mama's side where it's like, this is my child. I'm going to make the decision to pull the plug or not. If you don't like it, you can suck my ass. But then I see the kids where they're like, well, wait a minute. No, you abused him as a child. He didn't even fool with you like that. So why do you now get to come in and make the decisions? What do y'all think? I'm going to let y'all respond to that. Okay, people are saying the children. The law says the kids are the next of kin. Okay. All right, I'm sure some states are different. The adult children are the next. That's what I thought, because it's all about the next, like the next generation. Those are his children. But nonetheless, John Singleton didn't have his paperwork in order. That's what the initial report said. Now, there are reports coming out now stating that, oh, he did have a will, but that don't make sense, because if he did have a will, what was all that stuff going on at the hospital then? All right, the adult children are the immediate next of kin unless... Okay, all right, so it should be the children. I agree. It should be the adult children, because those are his kids at the end of the day. But the mother decided to pull the plug on him. And, you know, I can understand where she was coming from, because once a person is put on life support, they're basically just being kept alive by the machine. That's why they call it life support. That ain't no way to live, guys. I mean, if you selfishly look at your loved one and you're like, okay, I like that I can come to the hospital and they're here. I can see them physically, but they're gone. They're not really there. That's why they're on the machine. So I understand her saying, look, this ain't no way for him to live. We need to pull the plug. But if what his kids said was true about his mother being abusive, then maybe she really didn't love him anyway. This is all alleged. Maybe she didn't really love him anyway. She wanted that money and was cool with pulling that plug and sending him on to the other side. Maybe. Maybe, just maybe. Maybe she took control because the kids didn't want to take that. Maybe she did. You know, this is all alleged. We just having a conversation. On my channel, I like to use the lives of celebrities to help us like better our lives. We can learn from that. We can definitely learn from that. So I'm going to say overall to my troopers, keep your paperwork in order. You need to have a will. Don't wait till you in your 60s and 70s and 80s to get a will, because you can die in your 30s, 40s, and 50s. You need to have a last will and testament. You need to lay out certain situations and what you want to happen if you have to be put on life support. Do you want to be resuscitated? These are all things that are very morbid, but you need to have it figured out. Another thing you need to get is life insurance. People, I'm sick of seeing people having to wash cars, having to sell chicken plates, having to sell arroz con pollo because that loved one did not have life insurance. Get life insurance. Get it. And get enough to bury you, put you in the ground, and take care of your children that you leave behind. That's all I'm saying. If you got money for Jordans, if you got money to go to the club, if you got money for everything else, you definitely should have money for some life insurance. You can get term life insurance, and it ain't even that expensive. That's all I'm saying. Have your paperwork in order. These are things that we don't like to talk about, but we need to talk about. So that's my advice. John Singleton, may he rest in peace. That's really sad that he went so early. But guys, stress is not worth it. It's really, really not. We're going to move on and talk about the Braxton family. We're going to talk about the Braxton family. They're another family that have been dealing with a lot of deaths lately. So, okay, so in the Braxton family, you got Tawanda, Tracy. Wait, it's so many of them. Let me start with the most important ones, you know, and then go to the end. So we got Tony, we got Tamar, we got Tawanda, Tracy, Trina, and then we got the brother, Michael Braxton Jr. or whatever. So the brother, he has an adult daughter of the age of 24, and she recently passed this week of an unexplained heart condition. So that was really unfortunate. Of course, Tamar right now is working with Candy on the Dungeon Tour. You know, the Dungeon Tour is just Cushy Candy's fantasies coming out on the stage for everybody, because we know how Cushy Candy gets down. Shout out to Candy, get your money. So Tamar is doing her thing over there on the Dungeon Tour, and a lot of people online are upset at the fact that Tamar is not posting about her niece, or she's not falling out crying on live like all these low-life niggas and hoes and sluts do. But I'm coming for y'all. See, this is what y'all gotta understand. See, in the real world, you grieve behind closed doors. Because getting on the camera to want to cry and get sympathy ain't gonna bring your loved one back. See, a lot of y'all post on y'all Facebook that this person died, that person died. You only do it because you want attention. You like the sympathy, but you don't really give a damn about that person that passed. You don't know what Tamar is going through. You don't know how close Tamar was to her niece. Period. You don't know. So I don't understand why trolls think it's appropriate to comment under Tamar's IG and say that she didn't love her niece because she's not posting it to a bunch of bastards on Instagram that she don't know. These celebs don't know, y'all. This is a business. Every now and then you might be lucky if you get a response from one of them. And most of them don't even run their doggone social media. But when it comes to deaths, when it comes to families, when it comes to tragedies, everybody grieves different. And they should be allowed to grieve in peace. Some people need their space. Some people need a lot of people around them to rub their back and to figure it out. I come from people that, you know, you got a death in the family. We finna fry you some chicken, cook you some biscuits, get you some Crown Royal and some Hennessy, and you gonna cry that shit out. But some people don't do that. They get into their job. They throw themselves into their work. When I was in college and my grandmother passed, I threw myself into school. That is how I didn't let it bother me so much day by day, and it got easier day by day. So I just to the people that's coming for Tamar, you can come for her edges. You can come for her showing her ass on TV. Come for her when it comes to that. Don't come for her when it comes to her niece that just passed. That's a whole nother level. And there's something wrong with you bastards out here online. It's something wrong with y'all. I done already said, and I don't give a damn who get mad at me. You can email me and DM me and we can have a conversation about it. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for the $25. You can DM me, stormmonroetv. You can email me, monroestorm59@gmail.com. Thank you, Gwen. At the end of the day, social media is just making it known how many people out here got mental illnesses. For somebody to get on her page and post that, y'all sick as hell and y'all the ones that need y'all damn ass beat. I sit back from time to time and be like, wow, it seems like the good people out here are being taken too soon, and you low life ass bastards be living to be 90, 95, 100, 115 years old. Just ain't shit person. Causing mess. Damn, every thought that come in your head ain't meant to be expressed. Shut up. Go read. Write it down, ho. How about that? Y'all know how I am on this channel. You know, we poke fun at people. We laugh at what's funny. But somebody dying is not funny at all. Good God. Are we that insensitive as people? Are we that insensitive as a culture? And we wonder why other countries look at us and laugh and they shit on us? Look at how we act. I'm going to move on to that. From that, condolences to the Braxton family. You know that Gabe, who is Trina's ex-husband, he recently died of cancer. Condolences to him. It's been a lot of death going on around that family, and I don't know what's going on, but I just pray that they can fix it and get it together. I want to move on to talk about Tawanda, though. Tawanda Braxton has filed for bankruptcy, right? And in these court documents, Tawanda says that she only has $13 in her checking account. She currently has expenses at about $6,700 a month, but her income coming in is only $4,700 a month. And guess what? She is technically bankrupt. Now, this is not nothing to laugh at. This is something to learn from. Tawanda, I really hope you're watching, because I'm going to give you a plan to fix your life just like I gave Black China, aka Angela White, last week. Y'all ready for what I'm about to give Tawanda? Because I'm going to give her a good plan. Let me say this. Do not be fooled by these people that's on TV. I had to realize it too. A lot of these people you see on Lies and Hip Slop, growing up tip top, they not being paid no money like that. They getting meals, drinks, and minimum damn wage. That's what a lot of them getting. You see them on TV, they'll get an Airbnb and say it's their apartment, throw some shit around. You look at their place, you be like, damn, you went in that house, but it ain't got no furniture. Ain't no pictures on the walls. I don't see no drawers on the floor, but you live there? No, it's a damn Airbnb, and they don't want to lose their deposit, so they put all the valuable shit in the closet, so when they show their ass for the camera, they're not really damaging nothing. That's the truth. All your reality shows, most of these people, they don't have these cars. Those are rentals from Enterprise. They don't have these houses and apartments. Those are Airbnbs. Hashtag booking.com. So Tawanda, for you to be, you've worked with Tony all these years. We know Tony has definitely had a lot of financial problems. Tony still can't pay her damn taxes to this day, and I don't know what's going on, Tony. I think, quite frankly, you're living above your means too, because no matter what, you gotta pay the IRS. I don't understand how you not doing that. I don't understand how you are with Birdman and you ain't able to pay your bills, but Birdman allegedly don't pay no damn body either. So if you're gonna sell your soul, at least be able to pay your bills. That's all I'm saying. If you gonna sit there and get with a nigga that like niggas, at least be able to pay your bills. Don't have your box smelling like doo-doo for no reason. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Do it for a reason. But back to Tawanda. Tawanda was Tony's personal assistant for many, many years. She had to deal with punk ass Andre. Andre, her ex-husband, didn't want to work. All he wanted to do was to sit on the couch in his drawers and eat Cheetos off the floor. Now he back at his grandmama's house in her basement eating Cheetos off the floor. So Tawanda has really had it hard, and I like Tawanda as a person. She's that sister that gets overlooked, but she is really like the backbone. Like Tawanda and Tracy, at their root, to me, are really good people. So I really wish the best for her. This situation is sad. She does owe Tamar $35,000, and she had to file bankruptcy on that as well. And sometimes in life you got to do what you got to do. Thank you, Dr. Mill. Thank you for the donation. Thank you so much. I think that everybody better realize that when the gravy pour is heavy, you better be putting some to the side. Because it ain't always going to be poured on heavy. Your job ain't always going to give you overtime. Your man ain't always going to, your ex ain't always going to send them child support checks, send them alimony checks. Things happen, guys. We got to start putting stuff away for a rainy day. I'm guilty of it. A lot of us are of not doing that, but we got to do it. So Tawanda, I'm going to give you a plan to turn your financial situation right around. Number one, yes, you are going to go through with that bankruptcy. You're going to wipe all that shit out. I think it's chapter 7 where they wipe all of it out and you ain't got to pay it back. It's all gone. Number two, you will stay in one residence. I know you have that house down in Atlanta. You got a condo in LA and you got a condo in Maryland. Those condos need to be sold and you need to get your money back off of them, or you need to just give them back to the bank because you can't afford them. Another thing too, you can't go to Andre for child support because, hell, you really should be paying him child support, so we're going to skip over that step. But Tawanda, what you're going to do, you're going to get back out there and work. You have been a personal assistant for over 20-some years. You are going to go be a personal assistant to the stars. And I mean people that can actually pay their bills, not your other sister. You're going to go work for a Diddy, for a J-Lo, for a Beyonce, for a Jay-Z. You are going to go and do that and pay your damn bills and take care of your kids. Part 2 of what you're going to do, you will start an agency, the Tawanda Braxton Personal Assistant Training School, whatever the hell you want to call it. You will start an agency. You will contract with the big corporations. You will contract with the music labels, and then the movie production people. You will contract with them, and you will provide personal assistance for the stars. So let's say Sony, for example. Tawanda would contract with Sony. Right? She's like, okay, I'm going to provide you guys with personal assistants for your stars. I'm going to vet them. They're going to go through my training. And when you hire them, they're already ready. You're going to get a set rate. And that is how you are going to turn your situation around. I know it kind of sounds out there, but when you're going through something, you got to think outside the box. To Wanda, I truly believe in sticking to what you are good at. You're good at assisting, so go assist. Go get with these record labels and these major corporations. Provide them with personal assistant talent so you can get paid. That is what you do. That is how Tawanda is going to get out this mess. She got to get back out there and work. Now, you own Braxton Family Values. You are an executive producer. I know you guys got those shitty contracts. You are in a slave contract. If y'all don't know, when the Braxtons first signed on to WeTV wasn't really a network that was all that like that. How many people remember when WeTV was not that big of a network? I mean, it still really ain't that big of a network now. But who remembers that? Because that network, I remember when it was a rinky-dink piece of shit. I remember. Hey, Dana, I remember. And so the Braxtons, when they got signed, they ended up signing like a 9-season deal, which you don't do because a lot can change in 9 seasons. They tried to stop halfway through to renegotiate their contract, but it's like, no, it's too late. You just got screwed. And the sad thing is that WeTV used the Braxtons once again, a white corporation using black people to build them up, but cheating them out of what they really deserve. The Braxtons helped build WeTV. And I dare anybody to get on here and say different. The Braxtons helped build WeTV. The Braxtons were just the black version, really, of the Kardashians, except the Braxtons actually have talent. Don't y'all see how the Kardashians over there on the E! Network, they helped build the E! Network. Guess what? They demand a certain damn salary. Them Kardashians had even said, look, if you don't pay us this, we pulling the plug on all this. See, white people know their worth. And black folks need to start doing it too. Start knowing your worth. So the Braxtons, you got messed up with this contract, and that's fine. Serve it on out. If you guys get renewed, then you need to stick it to WeTV. That's another way you're going to get paid, Tawanda. But most importantly, you got to get back into your acting. You got to get on these talk shows. You need to make a YouTube channel, Tawanda. I don't really know what you're going to talk about, but talk about something. You need to do whatever you have to do to turn around your situation, because there is no reason why you should be on TV every Thursday on We, and you only got $13 in your checking account. I know Negroes that's dropping chicken at churches and got 250, 300, 3,000, 5,000 saved. So if people can drop chicken and save money, you are a producer on a reality show. You can't save no money. I'm not buying it. You need to get yourself together. All right, somebody said Mama Evelyn need to find her something to do because she's still, Mama Evelyn ain't gonna do nothing. They just kind of take that on the chin and they all just chip in to take care of her and to pay her bills. It's unfortunate because I'm gonna keep it real, and even Tony has said this. The Braxtons held Tony back. If it wasn't for all her sisters, Tony would have really been bigger than what she even was. It's just the truth. So yeah, sometimes your family members can hold you back. I'm going to wrap this up by saying, Tawanda, get out there. You got a skill. You got a trade. Go assist. Make your money. Start your agency. Even though you filed bankruptcy on everything, I still want you to pay Tamar back. And I want you to pay Tamar back because that's still your sister at the end of the day. I don't care if you got to give her $25 a week until she's paid off, but go ahead and just pay her back as you can. Tamar, you better watch your coins too, because I don't know how in the hell you sleeping in the bed with an African every night. They can't afford a house big enough for little Logan to have his own room when you getting down. That's all I'm saying, Tamar. You get that together. All right, moving right along. How's everybody doing out there? How is everybody doing out there today? All right, the Braxtons destroyed Tony's career. Yeah, they did. Yes, but Mama Evelyn was behind it all. Yeah, because Mama Evelyn made Tony feel bad about everything. That guilt will trip you up. It really will. Africans about their life. Yeah, them Africans are, and Africans are smart. Africans are smart. Been there busted her cervix out and messed up her credit score. All right, pay her on the installment plan. Yeah, you gotta treat her like a creditor. Look, all I got is 35 to put on it. You wanna take it or not? You ain't buy, click. Call me back when you wanna take this 35, because that's all I got on it. Pay Tamar claim bankruptcy on Peter and Paul. Well, she needs to claim bankruptcy on all of it just so Tamar cannot legally come after her. But on a moral standpoint, see, you got legal and then you got moral. On a moral standpoint, go ahead and pay your sister back slowly as you can. But on a legal standpoint, wipe that off so you free and clear and you can move on. If Donald Trump can file bankruptcy 3-4 times and still be a billionaire, allegedly, then guess what? When regular people have to file bankruptcy, don't feel bad. And don't let nobody in your family make you feel bad neither. Because as soon as that stuff get discharged, guess what? You can get a credit card again. You wait a few years, you can get a house again. Life goes on. All right. So we about to move into our next topic. You think her sister would come after her? I don't put nothing past nobody. Tamar ain't really got the money that she used to have, so who knows? How's she taking care of her kids for $13? Well, okay, I'll explain it to you. So she has about $4,700 a month coming in as income, right? But $6,700 going out. She does what a lot of people have to do. They rob Peter to pay Paul, right? Or they live off of credit. So it gets to a point where it's like, well, I can pay for these bills on this credit card and then take money off this card to pay the minimum on that card and then take a personal loan from the bank to pay the mortgage for this month, or I get my check from we this month, so I'm gonna pay it. You just switch money around. That's all. Now, for her to say she had only $13 in her bank account, that was at the time of her filing. It doesn't mean it's going to stay like that forever. She does have $4,700 coming in each month. That income is not going anywhere. She just can't afford to pay all those expenses. She's choosing what she can pay. When you're going through a situation like that, you know you got to take care of the house. You know you got to have food for your kids. You know you got to keep your utilities on. And you know you got to keep your car up because the car is how you get around to your jobs. Because these buses and trains ain't worth a damn no more. All right, so we are going to move right along to Kimberly Michelle Pate, a.k.a. K. Michelle, a.k.a. the artist formerly known as K. Michelle, a.k.a. I used to be R. Kelly's mentee, and I want people to believe that R. Kelly didn't dick me down and piss in my mouth like he did everybody else. AKA, I want people to believe that I was one of the few to come into R. Kelly's studio, get locked in his house, down in his basement, saw women naked in a fish tank, and didn't have to suck no dick or eat no ass. K. Michelle. K. Michelle was in Nashville this past week. She interrupted, it was like a concert, some kind of event. She got on the mic, she had her Kanye moment, and she said, I'm the best in country. I sing better than Taylor Swift. I sing better than all these white girls. You can Google me. I'm just a black girl that sing country, that want to sing country. And it's like, wait a minute. We gonna rewind the tape because what K. Michelle had was a nigga moment. And I want to bring her back and show her how she should have done this. First of all, K. Michelle is from the South. Second of all, K. Michelle grew up listening to country, grew up listening to all sorts of things. I don't know why there aren't more black people in country because country comes from the blues, which is what black people started. The majority of black people in America actually live in the South. Shout out for all my Southern black Americans. Shout out. Shout out, let's get the strap. Shout out to all my black people that live in the southern United States. That's where the majority of us live in this country. So, that being said, we are country. I don't know how in the hell we got pigeonholed out of that genre, but they need to change some things. So K. Michelle had always wanted to actually sing country. She's a yodeler. She you know, I can't sing, but she does all that mess with her throat. So when she was going to these different record labels, they was like, look, you know, you talented, but you black, and we can't put you in country. And you know the way country is right now, they only let one colored in at a time. Darius Ruckert is the one colored, and I guess until he pass on, can't nobody else come in. So K. Michelle went the R&B route, and she's great at what she does. K. Michelle writes her songs, she produces her stuff. K. Michelle should be way bigger than what she is. If K. Michelle came out in the 90s, she would be huge. She would be on the same status as a Mary J. Blige. But K. Michelle's problem is that she sabotages opportunities. She continues to act like a nigga when she needs to conduct herself like a businesswoman and an artist that's to be respected. Keep the niggerism for the record. But when you handling business, you need to be Kimberly when you're handling business. You need to come to the Storm Monroe management and I can get your ass together. So K. Michelle has said, you know, I'm going to put out a few albums. I think she has 4 albums out currently. She's like, after that, I'm going country. What you should have done is went to that event. You should have been dressed to perform, not in your thought pocket costume, in a regular, beautiful gown. Just dress with class, something that you lack. Dress with class. Have your hair done, makeup done. You can even have your red Solo cup because this is, you know, country, and country people like their red Solo cups. So you should have got on that stage, and instead of saying you better than this, I'm better than that, what you not gonna do, what y'all not gonna do, you know, instead of doing all that, you should have just let your throat speak for you. You should have opened your mouth and performed, and them white people would have been captivated, and they would have Googled you, and they would have looked you up, and your streaming would have went up because your music, anybody can relate to it. If you would have done that, that whole situation would have been different. And you probably would be in the studio right now with Kenny Chesney, with Reba McEntire, with Carrie Underwood making bangers. But instead of that, you got on that stage and was still hashtag a nigga at the end of the day and showed your black ass. That's what you did, K. Michelle. Kimberly, that's what you did. Your mother gave you a beautiful name, Kimberly Michelle, but you act like a damn, you know what, let me stop. Your mother tried to give you some class with your name, but you have none, and it's just sad. It's just sad, but I know why you was really mad. Number one, you was drunk off that Jack Daniels and Hennessy, and we all know what that brown do to you. That brown... That brown, you get around with that brown. You do. It's something in that dark liquor. In that dark liquor, you mix that dark with that Negro, and it just... explosion. Like, you just lose all common sense and all inhibitions. So first off, I'm going to need you to leave that brown alone. I'm going to need you to put it down and pick up some vodka because that brown and you don't mix. You having too many nigga moments with that brown. I need you to go to the clear. Number 2, you was really just mad because Idris got married. How many of y'all know that Idris just got married to his fiance / baby mama / the real classy black woman that he wants? How many of y'all knew that Idris Elba got married this past week? So see, if y'all don't know, K. Michelle and Idris Elba dated for about a year, some years back, and she fell in love with that man. Like, Idris was truly the love of K. Michelle's life. She loved that man. And I believe that he loved her. But Idris knew for his career and where he's trying to go, K. Michelle is just not that chick. Yes, he is hood behind closed doors. He drink, he cuss, he get kicked out of bars. But guess what? You don't see it on social media. You ain't got no proof of it. See, Idris got enough sense to say, I do my dirt in the dark, but I present myself a sort of way in the light. K. Michelle ain't quite learned that yet, which is why he didn't marry you. He used you as his cum rag, and then he married the woman that was gonna, he married the right woman for him. That's why she got mad. That's why she got mad. She got mad because the love of her life just got married, and she's sitting there trying to wonder, why is it that every man I get with end up leaving me, end up beating me, end up treating me bad, getting other hoes pregnant? I got to keep sending babies to heaven because this nigga slow. What? Why? Why? Because it's your energy, K. Michelle. You attract the love that you think you deserve. If you keep attracting ain't shit niggas, it's because you think you ain't shit. Somebody said, who wouldn't get mad? Well, you wouldn't get mad if you knew you didn't mess up the relationship. Or if you knew that, or if you just was really happy for him. K. Michelle, you supposedly got this fiance who's a dentist, and you trying to have twins through a surrogate. You shouldn't even care. But it's just funny how he gets married and you get drunk and show your ass on stage. K. Michelle, what you got to realize that it don't matter how much concrete you put in your face, because that face has changed. How slim you make that nose, because that nose is slim. How many veneers you get, and how much concrete, mineral oil, Elmer's foot glue, tissue paper, cotton balls, cotton swab, and carpet you put in your ass and haven't taken out and put in your ass again. No matter how much you do, that ain't gonna keep a man. You can't keep a man that don't want to be kept. And you can't keep somebody that don't want you. That's all I'm saying. Somebody said K. Michelle would devalue your brand. Absolutely. When she getting on stage high as hell and can't get herself together, sitting there talking, saying, I'm the black girl of country. And no, shut up and perform. Open your mouth and perform. Use that throat like you know how to do. You always talk about using that throat. Use that throat and make them vocal cords vibrate. And you would have had them white people as fans. Your streaming would have went up. You was there. It's like you get this close and you mess it up. You need to go ahead, K. Michelle, and let me manage you, and I'll get you together. We're going to move on. You guys ready to move on to the next story? Man, my throat done got kind of dry. Who's ready to move on to the next story? Because K. Michelle was holding herself back. And the thing is, it's really sad to see someone with so much talent hold themselves back. Somebody said, you like real women. Yeah, I do. All that fake stuff don't even look good like that. Let's keep it real. All these fake asses looking like saggy diapers, and you know they get the fake boobs, and the boobs they morph together into a uniboob, but they falling out their armpits. You know, shout out to Mimi on Love and Hip Hop. It's just I don't know. It's a way to do it, but you got to do it right. I think I might have missed my calling. Maybe it was meant for me to manage artists. I might have missed that calling, because this come easy to me to get them together. But we gonna move right along. We gonna talk about Reminisce Mackie, aka the deep voice of rap, aka Remy Ma, aka I shot a hole in the stomach over a stack. Remy Ma on May 1st had to turn herself in to the judge over the Brittney Taylor incident. She was let out on bail, and right now we are waiting to see if she's going to have to either have her probation extended or if she's going to have to go back to jail and serve out the rest of her sentence. If you don't know the situation, there was some kind of confrontation between Remy's stepdaughter, so that's Papoose's daughter. Her name is like Dejanay or Dijon Mustard or something like that. So Remy's stepdaughter versus Brittney Taylor, aka the music industry reject, aka I'm 4'10", but wanna act like I'm 6'10", but I would never be. So I heard two different stories. Story number one is that Remy was at home and was never in a club when Brittney got punched. Story number two is that Brittney was confronted by Remy over a situation with the stepdaughter. Brittney was somehow allegedly involved in the stepdaughter getting jumped on. Confrontation ensued. Brittney somehow got popped in the eye. And I mean got popped in the eye real bad. Let me say this. When it comes to someone's child, stepchild or not, I don't give a damn. If you my stepchild, I married your mother. No, you mine. Okay, you mine. When it comes to your children, you have motherly instincts, you have fatherly instincts, but ain't nothing like a mama bear. See, that mama bear is on a whole nother level. You mess with, even look at your dog. When they first have they litter, they don't even let you nowhere near them babies. They will tear you apart. A bear will tear you apart over its babies. A bird will. Bees will. When it comes to a woman's children, let me tell you something. That woman laid on her back. She spread her legs to the moon to get that baby. She almost died giving birth to that baby because when y'all give birth, you do taste death. I don't know if you knew it or not. You get the closest to death when you have a baby. So you got to be careful who you have babies for. Shout out to my Caribbean people. So you go through all of that. There's a bond between a mother and a child that you can just never compete with. So at the end of the day, you fight for yours, you fight for yours. I can't be mad at her. I just wish Remy would have did it a different way. We gotta learn how to put ass whoopings on layaway. How many people know about putting ass whoopings on layaway? I'm gonna let y'all comment. How many of y'all know about that? I don't think they're giving a full story. They're not giving a full story, and they're giving us different versions. But we're gonna try to work with this with common sense. Do you have babies? No, I don't. But I'm just speaking from the perspective of someone who would be a parent. Somebody said LMAO. What y'all know about putting the ass whooping on layaway? What y'all know about when you was in school and you had that person that was picking on you and your mama said, don't you get your ass kicked out of school. The last day of school is May 21st. On May 21st, after your last class, beat that hoe ass. How many of y'all know about that? You got that delayed gratification. You gotta sit back. Like, you know what? I'ma get you. It ain't gonna be today, but I'ma get you. That's what the real OGs do. See, that's what Brittney and this new school don't realize. Real OGs move in silence. They don't do all that talking. They don't do all that hand movement. They pop you. That's it. You get out of line, you get popped. Because that's how the old school was brought up. You had to watch this. Because if you didn't have this to back up this, you was done. Did she punch her? Two stories. One story is that Remy did punch her. The other story is that the security guard got in the middle of the situation, and the security guard is actually the one that punched Brittney, but Brittney got to sue somebody, so she's suing Remy. It's sad to me because Brittney is trying to use the situation to come up, but the people online and in social media, everybody's on Remy's side because we like Remy and we love how far she's come, and she has taking herself from being a felon and being in prison for 6 or 7 years to being on the real, getting back on TV, making music again, and making real moves, having a baby with her husband. She's been doing so well, and you just want to keep poking and poking and poking and poking and look crazy when you get popped. How many of y'all know people out there that'll poke at you, poke at you, poke at you, you slap them, and then they, why you slap me? Why you slap me? Well, you know you was poking at me. That's why. Remy stayed calm as long as she could. But I'm going to tell y'all something. When you into it with somebody, you need to watch the one that's quiet. The one that ain't saying nothing. The one that's just sitting back looking at you. That's the one you need to run from. The one running their mouth, popping their hands like this, doing all that, doing all this, doing all that, doing all this. you already know what they about. But the one that's just sitting back and just chilling, that's the one that's gonna put the real beat down on you. And Brittney, that's what you got. Even when Remy Ma and Brittney was at the reunion on Love and Hip Hop, I'm sorry, Lies and Hip Slop, when they was at the reunion and Remy was sitting there trying to tell her, look, Brittney, you 4'10". Stop trying to bully people, because as soon as you get popped, you gonna be looking crazy. And it was like Remy spoke that into existence. She just didn't know she was gonna be the one to have to pop her. And what does Brittney do anyway, besides being whored out by Lies and Hip Slop? I already told y'all how the confrontation went. Do y'all want me to show y'all how the confrontation went down between Remy and Brittney? This is all alleged. This is all alleged, people. Do y'all want me to show y'all how the confrontation went down? How tall is Lil' Kim? Lil' Kim is 4'11", I think. Y'all can correct me. I'm pretty sure Lil' Kim, aka Kimberly Little, she's 4'11". Okay, I'm gonna show y'all. So they was in the club, dancing, doing their thing, and then they saw one another. And so then Remy goes up to Brittney and she's like, what? Brittney, you got a problem with my daughter? You got a problem with my daughter? And then Brittney was like, I ain't got no problem with your daughter. I ain't got no problem with your daughter. What you talking about, Remy? You always trying to be somebody. And then Remy was like, Brittney, I'ma need you to stay away from my daughter. Stay away from my daughter. Don't get fucked up, Brittney. You only 4'10", girl. Don't make me lose my mind up in here. And Brittney was like, you ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna. Bam. And she got popped. Just like that. Because at that point, Remy had had enough. Remy had had enough. Where was Papoose? Papoose was at home with the baby. Papoose was at home with the baby doing skin-to-skin bonding. Y'all know Papoose. Papoose is the one, when Remy was getting ready to go out to the club, he was in his drawers and wife beater and do-rag sitting there telling her, why you gotta leave the house, Remy? Get back in bed. Let's watch reruns of Good Times. Why you gotta leave the house? But now she wanted to go out anyway, so she got what she got. But Remy had had enough. Let me tell y'all something. You never want to fight a woman with a voice that deep, or fight a woman that don't eat carbs no more. It ain't a whole lot of people I'm scared of, but I'm scared of somebody that don't eat carbs, because that will drive you crazy. That's all I'm saying. But seriously though, Brittney had been picking at Remy for a long time, sending subliminals and just doing Brittney was just doing too much. And Brittney Taylor, aka nobody, because nobody knows you and nobody ever will. I mean, Brittney, I think quite frankly, you're on the wrong show. You are all on Lies and Hip Slop. You need to be on Little Women Atlanta. Brittney, your mouth wrote a check that your ass could not cash. And that was that. And Remy served you the deposit. Because Remy, my name is Remy Ma. I go off on my daughter and Papoose. Now lean back, and get slapped. Lean back, and get slapped. Shout out to Remy Ma and Fat Joe. Shout out. I already showed y'all how the reenactment went. I already know. I ain't have to beat her. I know. I got a good imagination. Man, about how that reenactment went down there at the club up there in New York. You know, you New York people are off the chain. You're fucking crazy, mate. You're out of your mind. You're out of your minds. I don't know what accent I'm doing at this point. Somebody tell me in the comments what accent am I spitting out to y'all. You out to see? I love that Jamaican Caribbean, and then it goes to like Scottish a little bit, and I'm all around the world. Y'all let me know if y'all having a good time. Y'all let me know. We've been on here 54 minutes. Y'all hit that like button. If you watching me, let your friends know you watching. We got 128 people in here. 126, 2 just left. Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. Half Caribbean, half London. Yeah, it's all confused. It's all confused. Jamaican man. Jamaican man. Who want to come send me some good Jamaican food, man? Some jerk. Anyway, somebody send me let me get a P.O. box so somebody can send me some cakes and some pies and some good jerk chicken. Anyway. Or some special brownies, you know. Anyway, so we gonna move right along. We're gonna talk about the teachers down there in Florida. Apparently, actually, no. Oh no, let me back up. We're gonna talk about Taylor Swift. Who ready to talk about Taylor Swift's ass? Taylor Swift. Now you know you was wrong for what you did at the Billboard Music Awards. Taylor, really? So if y'all don't know, Taylor Swift, in my opinion, had really started to come a long way. She finally started to show us that, you know, she's a woman. She's not making music for 13-year-old girls that's being shoved in lockers anymore. She's making music for grown people that have real lives and ain't being bullied and got their heads put in toilets. So Taylor got on the Billboard Music Awards and oh God, like who let you do this? You got there on the Billboard Music Awards and tried to copy Beyonce. You tried to copy Beyonce, Giselle Knowles Carter, aka Queen Bee. Are you crazy, Taylor? Are you out of your mind? Taylor Madison Swift, aka Virgin No More, aka Cat Lover, aka I've been with John Mayer and Jake Gyllenhaal, and I would never be the same after that. Now, we gonna keep it real or what? First of all, your performance was flavorless. It was lacking some Lawry's. It didn't have not nan bit of salt in it. Not nan bit of hot sauce in it. Your performance, Taylor, was like that person that makes the Kool-Aid and then forgot that they ran out of sugar, but don't tell no damn body, and then you pour it, you put your ice in it, you get excited, you drink it, and you spit it out because it's Kool-Aid without no damn sugar. Because we all know that our Kool-Aid is supposed to taste like diabetes. We all know that. Taylor, you are not Beyonce. You could never be Beyonce on your best day, on your worst day, on your most day. You could never be Beyonce. Beyonce is Beyonce. You are Taylor Madison Swift. It was very mayonnaise with no pepper, no salt, no garlic powder, no red pepper flakes, no nothing. It was very plain. Then you got on stage and all of a sudden magically you got an ass now. Your hips are spreading. And I don't know if you was wearing butt pads. I don't know if you got the Kylie Jenner treatment. Or I don't know if finally somebody been beating that back out from the back and your hips are spreading. You know they say when you active, your hips start to spread. So Taylor, you lost your damn mind when you got on stage and thought it was any way acceptable to copy Beyonce. Don't do it. Sit down. And everybody around you don't love you and wanted to make a fool of you. They let you go punk ass get on stage and do that. Kanye was absolutely right. You are a liar. You are a snake. Get back in that studio and make another album like the Reputation album that you did. Not getting on stage putting this bullshit out. It looked like the white girl that was trying to do the Dougie for the first time. It looked like anytime you having a work party and then those old ass white people get up and try to dance but they have no rhythm. That's exactly what it looked like. You are rhythmless. You are seasonless. You are no spice, no flavor, Taylor. Stick to the dick that you know very well and leave Beyonce alone. Like, really? Taylor Swift lost her damn mind to do that. All them doggone cats. I don't want to eat not damn bit of food out of Taylor's house. She got cat hair on the counter, cat hair all on the stove, cat hair in the cooler. I don't want none of it, Taylor. And your last album was fire. But this stuff here, we don't want it. We don't want your potato salad with raisins in it. We don't want you making salmonella chicken because you don't realize that chicken is supposed to be crisp. I don't want your chicken that's medium well. I don't want none of it. Will the Beehive do her like they did Carrie Hilson? Probably not, because Taylor Swift has so much protection. But believe me, she know what she did. She know what she did. Believe that. Somebody said, that's why I don't do potlucks. Absolutely. Taylor needs to go to Jamaica to learn how to move. She can go to Jamaica. They can't teach her. They still ain't gonna be able to teach her. Taylor's gonna have to get with a black man to get some moves. I told y'all the power and the magic that's in black seminal fluids and black vagina. She's gonna need some of that. She's gonna need, Taylor, why don't you call Tristan Thompson, Tricky Dicky Tristan Thompson? Call him, let him run through you a few times, and you might after that have some movement because your hips is a little stiff. I'm just saying. Where did she get the march? Thank you. Where did you get the marching band from? You ain't never used no marching band in your performance. Now you using a marching band? And where was your guitar? I'm used to seeing you on stage with your guitar. But you went on stage with butt pads and no rhythm. And anybody that was around you don't love you to let you make a fool of yourself like that. This is my thing. Y'all know I keep it real. And I have to really keep it real, for real. Why is it that black culture is put down so much? If you wear braids, you ghetto. You speak a certain way, you hood, you ratchet, you low class. But then when people that are not of color do it, people that are not of color do it, it's acceptable, it's cool. So if we in a store and we dancing, we looked at as ghetto, but then when they try to do it and they all off beat, now it's cool. I just don't get it. Like, make up y'all mind. You can't say you hate black people, but you want black culture. I need you to pick. And not all white people, just some. If you sensitive, my channel's not for you. I need y'all to pick a side. I need you to pick a side. Either you gonna be with black folks and appreciate us for what we bring, or you gonna hate us and stay away from us and everything we do and everything we say and all our mannerisms and all our language and all our lingo and go do your own stuff. It's a culture vulture and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They hate black folks so much. They want to stay away from us so much, except everything we do. So you don't like me, but you like how I dance, you like how we move, you like it. Pick a side. Just pick a side. Everybody, in the words of Paul Mooney, everybody want to be a nigga till it's time to be a nigga. All right, we're going to move on from Taylor Swift. We're going to talk about these teachers down in Florida. A bill was passed that now allows, you look like you've been kissed by the sun. Yeah, I have been. That sun, you know what though? Let me tell y'all something about the sun. I go out, because like I work in an office, so I'm at a desk all day. When I go out and I'm in the sun, it's like, I don't know why, but 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes out in the sun, I come back in, I feel better, I feel energized. I'm just like, wow. Anyway, teachers down in Florida have now, they allowed to carry weapons in class. Now, it's not going to be every school district. The school district itself has the power to allow their teachers to do it or not. What do y'all think about teachers in Florida being in class with y'all kids and they got a pistol on their hip? What do y'all think about that? They like the culture, but not the people. True. Absolutely true. Rosie, I'm red. I can't help it. It is what it is. What y'all think about these teachers down in Florida sitting there teaching the kids, but they got a gun on their hip. What are y'all's opinions about that? Bad idea. That's a whole setup. Okay. Okay, what else? I would rally concerned parents together to create a homeschool group. Okay, I agree. Okay. At the schools. In my opinion, I think that in theory it sounds good, but it can really turn bad. Let's keep it real. Kids these days in schools do not act the way they used to act. Back in the day, when you could spank a kid in school, you could paddle a kid, those kids were more likely to be behaved. Nowadays, they cussing out teachers, they throwing chairs at teachers, they trying to fight teachers. What do you think is going to happen when your kid get out of line with a teacher and they got a pistol on them? What you think that teacher going to do to your kid? They can't spank them no more. They can't hit them with this. But you gonna give them a gun? And supposedly that's to protect them in case, you know, they have like a mass gun shooting or something like that. But that's not the solution in my opinion. Because some of y'all got some badass kids, and some of y'all got kids that are a-holes. Y'all know if y'all raising a-holes. And I even went to school with a lot of them. And if these teachers are armed, they gonna mess around and shoot your damn kid and say your kid was a threat, and guess what? It's Florida, so they gonna get away with it. Get strapped. Somebody said, suppose a kid disarms them and then yeah, these kids are slick. They might snatch that gun and shoot everybody up with it themselves. I think it's too much. What's going on? Why are all these schools being shot up? Things need to change. And then in my head, I was like, okay, maybe we can just implement more security, metal detectors. But I'm like, why do schools need metal detectors? It's just, I don't know. I don't know what the solution is on that. I left that story for last because it ain't a whole lot that I really can add to it. I don't know how this can change, except to tell people, if you can homeschool your kids, homeschool them. Let me tell y'all something. If we can get back to community parenting, we might be okay. And this is how. You pick one person in the neighborhood that don't really want to work anyway, right? And somebody with a big enough house. And somebody that everybody trusts. You allow this person to be the homeschooler for y'all kids, but everybody in the neighborhood chips in to pay this woman or man pay this woman or man a salary to then teach the kids. That way, your kids, you know where they at, you know who's teaching them, you know they're safe, and you pretty much take education, you bring it back to the community. How? Maybe that's the solution. I don't know. The structure and foundation of parenting has been diminished. Yes, it is. Ain't no fathers in the home. Absolutely. I've been homeschooling for 2 years. Yeah, definitely. I plan to do that in the future myself. Because these schools are just crap now. And I'll show up to the school and my wife beating in do-rag and house shoes. We need to be willing to be. Yeah, we have to get back to being a community first. Yeah, that's true. We're all so suspicious of one another. It's ridiculous. Public schools are trash. I'm a product of a public school. I can tell you it is trash. Communities are too divided now. Yeah, you guys are right. You guys are right. 2:33. All right. Okay, guys, so that was Celeb Saturday. That was our live event. I'm going to continue to do these live events every Saturday. If you want to sponsor this channel, DM me on Instagram, stormmonroetv, or send me an email, monroestorm, so last name then first name, 5, 9 @gmail.com. The Omega, you can get off my stuff because you've been on something else of mine before. But Yes, and let me get back to what I was saying. If you want to promote your business on this channel, if you want to sponsor this channel, definitely send me an email, monroestorm59@gmail.com. Hit me up on Twitter, stormhour and the number 1. Instagram, stormmonroetv. At this point of our Celeb Saturdays, I give it back to you guys. Questions, concerns, whatever you want to ask me, go ahead and spit it out, and I'm going to give you guys some time to do it. I'm going to give you guys some time to do it. Ugh. Talk Steve Harvey and Marjorie. Okay, so Steve Harvey and Marjorie. Steve Harvey has denied the rumors of divorce between him and Marjorie. You know, Marjorie is his 3rd marriage. Marjorie's ex-husband or ex-baby daddy, whatever, who has now gotten out of prison, is actually writing a book. He's going to be exposing Marjorie. He's going to be talking about how Marjorie took money from him, went to his cousin, had a baby by that cousin, then moved on, took all that drug money while the cousins went to prison. She took that drug money, dressed herself up, got in celebrity circles so she could get her next meal ticket, aka aka Broderick Stephen Harvey, aka Steve Harvey, aka lips and mustache. All right, any other questions, concerns? So yeah, that's that. I will be doing a video on it. I'm gonna try to, I really wish Marjorie's ex-husband had like an Instagram, because I would love to interview him. Hey, gorgeous, how are you? I'm good. I'm good, actually. Good Saturday. About to eat dinner after this. What are your thoughts about the principal parent dress code? This is what I'm going to say about the dress code. You guys, they're not saying that you need to go to school in a suit and tie to pick up your kid and drop off your kid. What they're saying is that they don't want to see your bonnets. They don't want to see your rollers. They don't want to see your ass cheeks. They don't want to see your cellulite. They don't want to see your knee knocker titties. When you go into a school, when you're at home, you can dress a certain way, right? Wear your house coat, you ain't got to wear no bra. You at home, you comfortable. When you drop your kid off, just dress modestly enough to where you're not a distraction to other kids. Because some people do drop their kids off and they're in booty shorts, boobs spilling over, and if you're going to a middle school or a high school, it's too much of a distraction. They don't want to see the do-rags, they don't want to see the bonnets, they don't want to see the bandanas, they just don't want it. And guys, either homeschool your kids or get with the rules. That's just my opinion. Do you cook? Yeah, I do. I mean, honestly, I would prefer to be the one to go ahead and like clean up the kitchen. Like, you cook and then I'll clean. That's just me. I do cook, but it ain't my favorite thing to do. I'd rather eat. Somebody says some people need, yes, some people do need a dress code because they literally don't know what happened to Remy Ma. You're going to have to rewind a little bit, but basically right now she's out on bail. We're going to see what happens. Brittney is suing her allegedly, but Remy may or may not have actually blacked Brittney's eye. So we'll see. All right, any more questions, concerns, things you want to address? There is a wolf behind you. Oh, yeah, that's a wolf. So we got a map. We got a wolf. Got the Budweiser thing, Texaco. Then we got the American flag here. And then you guys can't really see this, but this is a Marvel poster. So this looks really American in here. Really American. All right, vaccination should be required. Oh, man, the vaccination thing. I don't know. I'm not sure about the vaccination thing because I was vaccinated. I've been told that vaccinations are great, but I just don't, we don't know what they really putting inside of us. We don't know at the end of the day. So you take your risk with the vaccinations. You do it because they make you, and you just got to pray and hope for the best. But all that stuff they shoot you up with, I don't trust the government. I don't trust them. So some of it is some mess probably. Do I like wine? Yes, I do, but I like the white wines. I'm not a fan of red wine. Do you feel college is needed for success? No, I do not. I suggest most people, unless you're going into science, technology, engineering, or mathematics, stay behind. Stay out of college. Go get a trade. Go start your own business. Go earn some skills. When will you graduate with your MBA? In the next week or two. I will be Storm Monroe MBA. Somebody said, I swear you're beyond rational and hilarious. You could listen to you all day. Your followership will grow fast. You end up being a huge sensation. Thank you. Speaking into existence. I love all my troopers, though. I can't wait for us to grow. What do you think Kim K's long-term goals are with the stuff she's doing? I think that Kim K wants to one day run for some kind of government position. She is doing good stuff with helping people get out of prison, but I think she wants to be like a first lady or something someday. Why is it that kids have to get vaccinated so much? Yeah, I know. They vaccinate them with everything. A bachelor's degree is a new high school diploma. Not really, because when you go to these jobs, they don't care nothing about that. They want to know your skills and your experience. Hey, what's going on, Richard Prescott? I like that name, Prescott. I like that name. It's a cool name. Was I on a commercial? No, I was not. What commercial do you think you seen me on, Crystal or Crystal? I wasn't on no commercial. Someone asked about the vaccine. Here's the thing, too. Oh, I'll let you guys know when I graduate. Absolutely. It'll be in the next couple weeks. Here's the thing, too. If 98% of us are vaccinated and then 3 people aren't, how are we still catching these diseases? I'm vaccinated. It's supposed to protect me, right? Like if you're vaccinated but I'm not, I shouldn't be able to get you sick, right? Or do the vaccinations not really actually work? I don't know. I seen you on Yes, you have seen me on TMZ. I've been doing the TMZ thing probably it's like 2.5 years now. So periodically from month to month, I do it. People are becoming homeless from student loans. Absolutely. Yeah, they are. There are tons of union jobs that need people. Yeah, I'm about to go get me a labor job and working with my business. I ain't got time. That's why I stated it, because it gets you nowhere. Yeah, in this country, really in this life, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Network, get some skills, figure out what you're good at, and go from there. Because a lot of these jobs are going to be gone pretty soon. You got people with $100,000 in student loans in a cubicle, and they hate their life, making $16 an hour, barely able to pay their rent, barely able to pay their bills, and they're miserable. And we wonder why depression is so high in this country. People not happy. They can't make it. And people talk crazy about me when I talk about going to another country and starting over somewhere else, where it's like, well, hell, America is great, but if you barely making it paycheck to paycheck, how good are you really living? Just my opinion. Okay. Any more questions, concerns, anything else y'all want to talk about? They are now saying that vaccines are not for lifetime. Boosters are needed. Yeah. It's like, okay, what is it really for then at that point? We live in the most expensive city. And the husband didn't go to college. It works for the union. He makes great money. Yeah, I believe you. I'm this close. I'm about to go do the same thing. Right. Any other questions, concerns, comments? Any more questions, concerns, or comments? And otherwise, I will go ahead and end the live. Let's see what else we got. Okay, do you feel like blacks can ever get ahead? Blacks can get ahead when we get back to fixing our communities, fixing our families, and we need to focus on being entrepreneurs. We need to just be self-employed, and we absolutely can get ahead. Dubai has great jobs, 6+ figures. I'm going to look into that Dubai stuff. I'm going to look into that because if I can get me something over there, I'm not even mad. As long as I can bring my dog with me, I'm good. Thank you, Sonia. Somebody said, Dr. Mel, take care. Megan Thee Stallion, yeah, she'll blow up. She just gonna have to put her time in. Mechanic jobs, 32 an hour. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Helgar. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all 2 more minutes, questions, concerns, and then I will end the live. Thank you for the donations. Just thank you for watching me and allowing me into your home, on your phone, in your car, wherever you're listening to me to. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah, do all that. All right, let's see. Any more questions? Otherwise, yeah, the viewership is dropping, so we're going to head on out. Black folks need to learn coding, not medical coding before. Yes, get into coding, get into computers. I'm going to look into that as well. Absolutely. All right, guys, that was 80 minutes. Thank you so much for listening and tuning in. I'm going to go eat dinner. This was fun, and stay tuned for videos and Celeb Saturday. We are back next week, same time, 1:15 West Coast, 4:15 East Coast. Bye, Tashina, and